Hey guys, it's Damien again. This is part 2 of the FBA Amazon export video that I was going to do. I wanted to actually clean off my board and get more specific on the other half of what you need to do to register for that FBA export program. Now, if you are a part already of FBA and you know what that is and you've got products in inventory, as I mentioned in the video just before this one, you can actually export them and open up the doors to international selling without having to relist your products on multiple selling platforms within Amazon for the different countries, okay? So really quick, this one is actually going to be about the actual signing up for it and the signature, the e-signature that you have to do for your declaration, which I'll go over as well. So, okay, super quick. This information is not extremely glamorous and it's not exactly exciting, but it will be when you start to make a lot of money selling to people in all kinds of countries. And Amazon handles all of the shipping and packing and customer service. That's when it becomes glamorous and you make more money. So, really quick, how to sign up. Okay, so signing up for the FBA export, you want to click the Fulfillment by Amazon setting. If you're obviously not already signed up for an FBA program, the Fulfillment by Amazon, you definitely need to be signed up for that, obviously, to be eligible to do this. So, in the settings section under the Fulfillment by Amazon, you want to find the FBA export under the export settings, okay? So within the actual signing up area where you're going to click onto that, you're going to find that export option and you want to scroll down. It's kind of near the bottom of the page and you want to scroll down. It's going to say it there. You want to go ahead and sign it and activate it and click on that and to get that started, okay? All of this cannot be done, of course, without you being an actual FBA seller. So if you're already an actual seller on Amazon, you need to apply and sign up for FBA. Okay. So secondly, you're going to need to add a signature to the CN. It's called a CN22 declaration form, and it's actually the form that will be accompanying the shipping label and the information that's going to go into your international buyer. Okay. So what it is basically your declaration of your products. It's safe, etc., etc. It's kind of like just a disclaimer that you are the seller. Amazon itself is not the actual seller of the product. You put it in FBA's inventory, so you're responsible for the product itself. And then it's going internationally. It's going to go through customs, of course. So the form is called the CN22. It's the sender's declaration form. And you are technically the sender because you are the seller. The channel it's being sold through is Amazon. But Amazon is not exactly the one selling it. Hopefully that makes sense to you, okay? So that's very, very important. Now, something that's really interesting is the eligible products through Amazon's reserves the right. They have the program set up for, of course, all of your products that are in FBA inventory. But let's say you had 100 products, okay? You have to make sure that the products that you are actually signing up for, that you're wanting to be eligible, making sure that they are actually eligible based on Amazon, what they allow. Now, in some cases, they actually have the ability to limit or even stop your ability to be a participant in the FBA export program. So if you have 100 products and you go through the eligible listings, by the way, which is the eligible products listing, once you've signed up for this, there's going to be a list of products within the 100 that you're offering. Let's say you have 100. And there could be 25 or 30 of them that are not going to be allowed to be part of the export program. And there could be numerous reasons for that, okay? Many of the instances from my own experience shipping internationally is that from a food standpoint, there's a lot of ingredients, certain things that are not allowed in other countries. So if those are products that may have those types of limitations, Amazon will not offer them through the program. So just be aware that, you know, it's not something that you sign up for and you instantly are available to do with everything you've got, and it's going to open the doors for all of your items. It may only open the door for about 25, 50, I mean, potentially could open all of them. But again, it's going to be at Amazon's discretion, so you need to kind of understand that, okay? So the list of FBA export eligible items, that's what I was just talking about. That's actually the name of the list itself. And what it will do will show you basically what's going to be available and what's not. So real quick rundown, this is how you actually get signed up. It's only about 3 or 4 items that are super important, at least that I believe these are going to be important for you to get started with. But you need to make sure that you're signed up for FBA before any of that behind me can be eligible for you to sell. So really quick, something to keep in mind, when you're dealing with food, it's a little more tricky situation. And what I mean by tricky is this, okay? If you are in the business to sell accessories for electronics, okay, and you've got USB cables, you got a product that doesn't have an expiration date, okay, and you have a product that may not necessarily not work properly if it was sent through high temperature, high heat, summertime, springtime, winter. Any type of product that's not temperature sensitive can easily be obviously available for FBA export. Keep in mind that if you are doing a food business and you've got products that, again, I did a video about this recently on my channel, if you've got a product that the quality of the product could be hindered by the type of temperature, shipping a product, just keep this in mind. Let's say that Amazon had a fulfillment center in North Carolina and you're going to ship a product to Europe, okay? And it's fall to early winter time, but it's still kind of fall. If you're shipping it to Europe, there could be potential that the temperatures within the shipping container, the process to get it off a plane, if it's being flown there, whatever the transit time from Amazon to your customer, there could be a potential there that temperature or the handling could damage the quality of the product. So keep that in mind, okay? So if, let's say you're doing something like beef jerky, or you're doing something that is like nuts, trail mixes, flavored nuts, chips, those types of products that have really long shelf life, and they're not really, the quality of them won't really be determined by temperature. They're going to be great to ship, okay? Sauces, things that are jarred, and you're having a co-packer jar them, and they're actually sealed properly and such. Temperature traditionally will not really have a huge problem or huge issue with the quality of the product, okay? But if it's, let's say, chocolate covered, if it's truffles, if it's things that are super soft and they're sugar based, there could be a potential that it could be damaged. So just something to keep in mind, just from experience. I've shipped to, like I said before, I think it's 15 or 16 countries now, and I've shipped chocolate pretzel rods. The most oddest thing I've shipped was pretzel rods to Singapore, and I, believe it or not, we actually shipped them there, and they got there in perfect condition. And this customer has actually ordered from us multiple times. So it's not exactly through Amazon, it was through another website. But anyways, so just keep that in mind, okay? If you've got a food product, food is a little different. And of course, when it comes to expiration dates, definitely keep that in mind. If you've got a product and you've got about several months out and you're shipping internationally, you're good to go. Just make sure that the inventory you have in stock at FBA doesn't have a couple weeks left, and it may take about a week to get to Europe or South America. Your customers are going to have like a day or two to eat it. That's not going to be good. So I hope this video was a little more informative. This is the other part, the sign-up part of FBA Export. Do let me know down below in the description, or in the questions, if you've got a product that you're actually FBAing and it's a food product. I would love to find out exactly what that is. I would be happy to do a video on any questions you may have. Please do send me some. If you're looking to get some consulting, as I mentioned before, the one-on-one email consulting, I have it on Marketing Food Online too. It's my second channel to the Marketing Food channel. So check it out there and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.